Let me rest up in the inn. One thing I didn't really think through, I guess, like, you can use retreat to cheese in prices, but I'm not too worried about money. I always find with Golden Sun that near the end game, you always have more money than you ever actually need. It's just the early game where it's a little bit of a struggle. Again, like, it's always worth checking these little items in Golden Sun, because they always put the random item where you least expect it. And since how I handle this game is that I basically swapped around items. You never know when you'll find a really rare item, a really good item, in a place you didn't expect, considering even I don't remember where every single one of these are off the top of my head. I'm not actually gonna talk to you, I just wanna ransack your town for items, and I just realized with the bookcase that might have something to showcase along the way. This one, there's letters of complaints to Lord McCoy, a creature sneaking off underground, draining energy. Seems worth checking out. Bet there's a way to get down somewhere in town. As a Golden Sun fan, you usually pick up on it right away. But part of my assumption, I guess it's an obsession. Spending so much time just thinking about making my dream game and not actually making it. I want to learn. With the similarities it has to Golden Sun, I want to learn from the game's mistakes. So a lot of times I'm drawn to watching blind playthroughs of the game, just to observe them play, see where they get stumped, where they might miss something, little stuff like that. Things that they pick up with, even if they don't enjoy it. Just an unbiased playthrough of the game kind of really gives me an idea of what the game does right, what the game does wrong. And I take so much time observing that with the hopes that I would actually be able to learn from those mistakes when I eventually make a game like that myself. I even try to implement some of those things with dungeons. Like, a lot of the things I wanted to implement, like being able to sell away your synergy items and rebuy them, it's all part of a big complaint that I've seen a lot of people have with this game, of the fact that your inventory is so limited. And honestly, like, 30 slots wouldn't be so bad if your equipment didn't take it up too. And oh boy, you get a lot of different types of equipment. So, almost like half your inventory, and then especially by endgame in a normal playthrough of Golden Sun, at least half of each party member's inventory can easily be taken up by items. Equipable items. Items that are non-consumable. It gets pretty bad. I just wish I could have done more to alleviate that a bit, but without a way to actually get these equipment slots out of the main inventory, I don't see how I would fully fix that problem. Anyways, we picked up, this is the first time we've come across this item. Part of what I was saying with adding synergy to things includes the fact that even enemies that never use synergy about you may have synergy points, and that's to make items like that more useful, and then make synergies like Synergy Drain more useful as well. Anyways, I'm just gonna take advantage of the fact that I got fast travel to go back to Vault real quick and show you all the bones. The infinite supply of bones to throw in our foes' faces. I wanted to find some way to make them useful, but not make them broken, considering you get an infinite supply of them. And I think this is a fair balance. We've seen it a few times in Goblin Cave, both of us using them and using them at other people. Honestly though, Goblin Cave is they drop off in value fast, and I usually don't use them after going to a cave. So I feel like this is too little too late, but at least I showcase that being there. Alright. Back to the town where we can actually buy these things. No, I already healed. I'm looking to get to the shop. Weapons and armors, then you can treat yourself to a few mental herbs. Alright, do you have a new artifact already? Nope, you just have that thing. That thing that I should probably figure out why it pops up and removes, because it's supposed to be just a cute Easter egg, but it's probably way too powerful to have at this point. Anyways, we need money for this thing. The lumber gloves. When you attack, they do fire damage that's even outside their unleash. And I think they have an unleash that lowers defense as well. Considering our next boss fight is going to be weak to fire, all the more reason to have this now. I guess Isaac can have it, so we can play around with the bubble mints a little bit longer. And no, I don't want to sell that because I'm probably just going to have it be a hand-me-down to Garrett. Oh shoot, you still have a casual ring? When did I even give that to you? Good to know that I wasn't struggling. Good to know that I was still struggling even though one of my party members were on easy mode. Honestly, it was nice for the showcase, but I probably don't need to have this either, because we just have so many ways to have growth, or sprout I should say, by default. Alright. Don't need this anymore. And yes, you can still use the bones for the side quest where you give them to the dog and makes them move, but it's not really necessary because you can just walk around the dog anyways. Alright. So that I should be good on weapons at this point. Any armor that I want to get. Might be good to get this just to showcase that it's different. Oh, I never actually upgraded our armor. Could I upgrade our armor? I didn't see the option in the shop. Sorry, it's been a long time since I've last really went through this mod, let alone played it in any means. So even though, yes, I didn't, it's kind of weird to say, yes, I made this mod, no, I don't remember what's in it, but that's half the fun of waiting so long to actually do a playthrough of it. It's like being able to make your own Golden Sun game. Oh. Now, surely I can use my 200 coins on something. Could get another logger coat. And I'll use the money I get back from, well, I was hoping to get a little more money in that. I was gonna say I used the money to get more items. Yeah, early game is just always the hardest grind in this game. But once you like get a good flow of money, you like never have to worry about it. And I feel like that always happens for me in this mod and in normal Golden Sun. Like shortly after Tret. So yeah, here's the two new things that we definitely can't afford. Mental Mint, restore 10 PP, and in case we don't get to it in this stream, they basically copy the effect from Quartz from Vanilla, where they have a 60% chance of reviving you to about half your health. I don't like revives that are inconsistent, so I figured it's a good trade-off, because spoiler alert, Quartz is gone from this game. We get something that's much more reliable in my opinion, but right around the same balance, but isn't broken. That's a good way to put it. Cool, I can't afford anything. I mean, I could sell the game tickets like I've been doing in the Reloaded playthrough I've been working on, been doing on my own time, but that feels like cheating on the other hand. But not having healing items in a hard mod does not sound like a good idea either. You know what? It's fine. I'll take advantage of my own features and make my way towards Komina and then backtrack. I'll retreat back once I get to Komina and then get the healing item. Then buy healing items then, because surely as long as I don't skip encounters, I'll have plenty of money by then. That reminds me, we haven't really even showcased Smith yet. I'll have to remember to do it next battle. Let's see, yeah. I was just talking about... Hello, Vermin. I was just talking about how I needed more mental mints. You came in at a very good time. And I am definitely gonna take advantage of the fact you're here for some free money. Yeah, especially because this is basically the point where you are broken. So, attack boost. Kind of get an idea of how much of a synergy recovery this is when we get to Ivan. Yeah, it ranges to about 5. I think I set the range to 5 or 4, and like most like similar Djinn abilities, it fluctuates slightly depending on the Adept's elemental alignment. Well, no need to shy away from Cure now that I actually have a way to restore my synergy. And hello, Mental Mint. I mean, I have a lot of HP healing items, but I'm feeling a bit better where I am with everything else. Summon you here, whack that there. I think we got this under control. Yeah, the rats run away so often that I don't think we've really even seen the fact that they actually... Well, they're weak, and they run away so often that we haven't really seen the other thing they can do. Funny enough, I don't really see myself... I could use Zoom. Or I just finish up this battle as is. And hey, if I get the items I need along the way, I'll take that. Pardon me. A little more bulky than I thought, but it is a hard mod. It's just easy to forget about that. What am I doing? I have synergy recovery. I gotta stop being so stingy. I guess I just spent so much time playing Reloaded, I'm just used to just spamming the attack button when it feels like a waste to just go straight out for the synergy. Alright, so everyone's level 7. I don't feel like I grinded, but I'm a little worried I'm getting over leveled. It's just been so while I forget the general range of where I usually am at this point. So you can... Well, you've taken... Do I really need to use synergy this turn? I guess we gotta showcase Zoom at least once. So at least now, Garrett will outspeed the enemies. He won't be outsped by all the enemies. He might outspeed all the party members too, but... Wait, when did the ghost have the Clarity Clover? I'm gonna just make a little clip to myself, and hopefully I'll remember to take a closer look at that later, because I'll patch some things if I gotta.